Hello everyone, I Atharva welcome you all to the episode 3 of Compliance Café, where compliance, meet conversations and regulations get a human voice. So, in today's topic, we are going to dive into part a ritual, part a regulation, and all about shareholders democracy, the annual general meeting, the AGM as we all know it. So, today we have on our show CS Saranj and Hansika to guide us through. So, welcome to the show, CS Saranj and Hansika.
Thank you, Athar.
Thank you.
So I'm very much sure that you must have watched our previous episode, and if not, we pretend you do have. And to make things interesting, we'll start with the rapid fire round today. So I hope you guys are prepared and very much interested.
Yes.
Yes.
Excited?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So let's begin with the questions. Okay. So let's start simple. What is the AGM? Why it is held?
Annual general meeting is a meeting of a member of a company to transact the ordinary businesses, and the purpose is to maintain the transparency and corporate democracy.
Okay. So as you mentioned that it is to conduct the ordinary business of the company. So what are these ordinary businesses?
So, as per Companies Act 2013, there are four ordinary businesses prescribed. First is to consider the financial statement, auditor report, and board report. Second is to declare the dividend. Third is to appointment and fixation of auditor remuneration, and fourth is to appoint the director liable to be retired by rotation.
Okay, great. So now what is done? Why is done? The next question is when. Like when AGM is to be held, what are the timelines we have to keep in mind?
I would like to answer this question. In the first AGM of the company should be conducted within 9 months from the end of financial year, and all the subsequent AGMs shall be conducted within 6 months from the end of financial year. And the maximum gap between those two AGM shall not exceed 15 months.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So as you mentioned the timeline, now here's a practical scenario where startup companies, new companies, even the compliance heads are confused a bit. Say, for example, a company is incorporated late, say as late as 30th March.
Okay.
So as per the AGM, the financials placed in the AGM that accounts closure are for the 31st March.
Correct.
Okay?
Yeah.
So if a company is incorporated on 30th March, so what are the things like the compliance AGM the company should keep in mind? Like I cannot file the accounts for just one day, 31st March. So what could be your take on this?
Those companies which have been incorporated from 1st Jan to 31st March, it shall conduct its first annual general meeting within 9 months from the end of next financial year. I want to clarify this with an example. Like company A, which has been incorporated on 30th March 2023. It shall conduct its first annual general meeting up to 31st December 2024, which is 9 months from the end of next financial year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So now moving forward, now can the holding of AGM be extended? Suppose there is a condition or there are some situations where we are not able to hold the AGM. Can we extend this timeline?
So, I would like to answer this question. Yes, we can extend the annual general meeting subject to the permission of Registrar of Companies, but under the Companies Act, we cannot extend the first annual general meeting. So, it is mandatory to hold the first annual general meeting of the company, and it cannot be extended, but subsequent annual general meeting can be extended subject to the approval of Registrar of Companies.
Okay, great. So now we have discovered some professional questions, but the kid inside me and the curiosity is driving me to a question which is slightly different from professional. Can I hold AGM at a midnight, 12 p.m.?
So, you have asked a very interesting question, Athak. Under the Companies Act, the convening of annual general meeting time is prescribed, that is during only business hours 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. But you can conclude the annual general meeting even after the 6 p.m.
Okay. So just an extension to this question, like as you mentioned, business hour. So I believe there is a company or there are some types of company which convene the AGM on the national holidays or even Sundays. So are there any exceptions or what are these companies?
I have answer of this question. In Companies Act, there is a company called Section 8 company. It has the exception. It can hold its AGM even on Sunday or national holiday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have discussed what, how, when. Now where? Like where the AGM should be conducted.
Company shall hold its AGM in its register office or within the town, village, state where the register office of the company is situated.
Okay. So just moving forward with this question, suppose the company is situated in Gujarat, the restaurant is situated in Gujarat. So can I hold the AGM in Maharashtra?
Yes, but for this, the approval of all the shareholders of that company is required, and that company should be an unlisted company.
Uh,
Yeah.
So, all right, we have completed the rapid fire round now. So, moving further with this, now for the next phase of this, what I will do, I'm going to ask you guys questions individually. Today, like in the first part, you have answered collectively. I'm going to ask you individually. So the topic is for proxy and auditor appointment and ancillary thing. So I let you guys decide. I don't want to play the part of referee, so I let you guys decide what you want to do. Play it fair, flip a coin, choose who goes first. Then I will ask the questions.
I will take the proxy part.
Okay.
So no option left for me.
Okay. So no issues. You're going to take off proxy. You're going to head with the auditor's
Audit.
appointment and
Yes.
further things. Okay.
Yes.
Great. So, as per the Companies Act, AGM can be held virtually. So, the requirement of proxy, is it required when we are holding AGM in virtual mode?
The proxy form has been introduced for the person who cannot attend the meeting on physical mode. So, as the meeting is in virtual mode, there is no need of proxy. So, a proxy is not needed, and there is no provision of proxy in case of virtual meeting.
Okay. So, in case, what is the limit of proxy? Like, how I can be proxy of any number of people?
See, there is a limit. A person can become the proxy of maximum 50 members, but there is also a percentage limit. He can be a proxy for maximum 10% of that person who holds. Like, if a person has become proxy of any member who holds more than 10% of the share capital, then he cannot become the proxy of any other member. I want to clarify it with an example. Any person, if he becomes the proxy of any member who holds 15% of share capital, then he cannot become the proxy of any other member.
Okay. So, just to clarify this, the maximum limit is the 50% or 10% of share capital. This is the
Yeah,
maximum limit.
yeah.
Okay. So, now moving onwards to Saransh, the final boss.
Yes.
Let's get this done. Now, as per the Companies Act, we are required to appoint the auditor.
Yes.
So, can I appoint auditor for a term less than 5 years? Like, this is the question. So, a lot of people are being confused. Like, the auditor appointment, the term, there are multiple various regulations and the various acts. So, can I appoint auditor for a term which is less than 5 years?
Okay, so this is the question of interpretation of Companies Act. So, under the Companies Act, Section 139 of the Companies Act, the word term is used. One term of 5 years is used for appointment of auditor. So, we can conclude that an auditor can be appointed only for one term of 5 years. So, we cannot appoint the auditor for less than 5 years. So, it is mandatory under the Companies Act to appoint the auditor, statutory auditor more specifically. A statutory auditor shall be appointed for one term of 5 years only.
Okay. So, moving forward, there is a company which has been appointing auditor continuously from previous years, say for 20 years. So, is that allowed?
Yes. So, in your question, the provision for rotation of auditor will apply. Suppose your company is a private company and its paid up capital exceeds 20 crores or more, or borrowing is 50 crores or more, then you have to rotate auditor every 5 years. And if it is your public company and your paid up capital is 20 crores or more, then you have to rotate the auditor every 5 years. So it will depend upon the type of the company you are running, and for listed company it is mandatory to rotate the auditor every 5 years.
Okay, so basically the rotation of auditor is applicable as per the condition and requirement
Yes.
as mentioned in the company.
Yes.
Okay, now so it brings us to the end of this episode. Thank you so much to both of you for being an amazing
Thank you.
guest, informative and entertaining as well, a rare combo. And thank you so much to our listeners for watching this video. Do like, share, and share this video to your colleagues who keeps you on asking like what is form for proxy. So help him out with sharing this video, and thank you so much. We'll be posting more of such videos. Thank you so much. Take care and bye bye.